Hello, welcome to my channel, and shout out to those 2 subscribers that I have that has been subscribed to me for all these years. So here's the thing, I'm back, and I just want to relaunch this page because it was really meant for me to showcase my talents as a writer. So I will be dropping videos from time to time, very authentic, no editing. Even if I mess up or whatever, it's still gonna be in the video because I just feel poetry should be delivered as such. And I'm basically gonna be reading some of my old work, just so I can get inspired to start writing again, because I haven't wrote anything in years. So I'm just gonna go through some of the things that I've written that I thought was, pretty fitting, and that would explain some of the things that I had to endure throughout the years. This one is a free verse that I just wrote on my Facebook page, on my Facebook Live page, Azaya Star, and I don't even know. I think I just started typing and it just became this. So it doesn't have a title. So it was just something that I just freestyled at that time. Take the sorrow from my soul before it turns me cold. Lead me to the depth of the sea to rescue thee. Bury all the pain in the sand and redeem what was and make it whole again. Turn the tables of life and bring forth light, for I am a victim of my own unrighteousness. Strip the walls of my lifeless heart and make them bright again. And wipe away my dry tears so I can fight again. At that time, I was trying to figure out my purpose in life. I wrote this back in 2014, and it is currently 5 years later, and I'm still trying to find out my purpose. I'm still trying to get myself back to the person whom I was before the pain and before my innocence was taken from me, before I experienced hurt. And I can say from those 5 years that, from the 5 years that I've resorted myself back to starting to see the good in me so that I can see the good in others, because that used to be a thing that I had. Right? It used to be one of my little secret powers, that I can understand and see the good within people. Throughout the years, I was turned cold. Throughout the years, I was turned into a very ratchet, savage, hateful, unloving, unkind individual. And throughout the years, I can actually say my attitude has evolved to love and to caring and nurturing. And I think my 2-year-old daughter has something to do with that. Also, my spirit has been elevated in a way that I'm becoming to be happy with myself and happy with my own truths and being honest with myself. I think that's what it's all about for me, to get back to a point in my life where I'm okay. Get back to a point in my life where people can no longer hurt me. Because over the years, when I was young, I battled with depression and didn't even know it. Like, I have so much trauma that I relive every night that I just really need to get out and get over it. I was raped and molested at the age of 6 by my uncle's baby mother, younger brother, if that makes sense to you. From there, I experienced my favorite uncle passing. One of my uncles dying from cancer because he had throat cancer. And that is actually a side effect of snorting cocaine. So he developed cancer, and he ended up growing a tumor in his throat. So he died from that. I mean, everybody experienced death, right? Everybody does. But to me, it was traumatizing for me in many different ways, because they all had a hand in raising me, and I was very close to both of them. My best friend died when she was 11. Well, actually, August. She had just turned 12, and I was supposed to turn 13 within the next couple of months. And so her lungs collapsed. She had asthma, and she never made it to the hospital. And that's the only tat that I have. I don't know if you can see her. It says Shawnee. That was her nickname. Her name was Roshonda. What else? My dad got into a terrible car accident back in 2002. It left him basically halfway brain dead. In a sense, he had to mentally and physically start all over from like a 2-year-old. He lost about 85 to 90% of his memory. He remembered having children. He remembered my mom, but he never remembered marrying her, which was devastating on my mom at that time. I think it still kind of messed with her to this day. I mean, it'll mess with me. The man of my life, the love of my life, don't remember me walking down the aisle with me, seeing me in my white dress. That hurt for a very long time. So he had to get, what's that thing called? Skin tagging, where they have to remove part of his skin to another part of his body because his whole entire shoulder was missing skin. He had to get oral surgery. A lot of his teeth was knocked out. He had to get his ear stitched back on because it was halfway gone. His whole entire right side was paralyzed. From the waist down, he was also paralyzed. But doctor said he wouldn't be able to walk again. His speech was impaired. They said he wouldn't be able to fully coerce a sentence. Right now, my dad is actually walking, using both feet, bending legs, bending knees, moving toes. The only thing that didn't quite evolve was his nerve endings on his right side. He can't really, feel on that side. So luckily he was left-handed. So he don't really utilize his right side. His right side just basically is hanging on, really. And I'm happy, honestly. He talks. He could form a sentence. His memory is okay. It's not that bad, but it is. His short-term memory is basically affected. He's a diabetic now, type 2, so he takes insulin and other medication to control his diabetes. Within his accident, he had 2 strokes. He was in a coma for about 15 to 30 days. And all this happened back in 2002. I'm just glad that he isn't dead. But that was still traumatizing for me at such a very young age, to damn near lose your father and to see him laying in a hospital bed, unconscious, couldn't even talk to you. Like, I'm his only daughter. So it was pretty gruesome to see him like that. I am also a DV survivor. For those who don't know, that is domestic violence. But my case isn't like the next person's case just because of who my abuser was. For years, I was mentally and physically and verbally abused by my own brother. Me and him share the same mother, the same father, and luckily we are my father's only 2 children. So, throughout my whole life, I was taunted, I was tortured by him. I had to fight him like he was a person out on the street because he would get so angry at the littlest things, and it couldn't even been my fault. Like, I didn't have to do anything to him. He would just lash out at me because I guess I was the easiest person to pick on, I guess. So that all these traumas left me depressed. It left me with low self-esteem a bit. It made me feel unloved. It made me feel like there was nobody there around to protect me because it really wasn't. I was isolated a lot. I stayed to myself. Throughout the years, I became friends with people because I never wanted to go home. So I would do whatever was necessary for me not to go home. I would bury myself in school, cheer, poms, theater, after school, doing whatever, hanging around the neighborhood, just doing whatever I needed to do to not go home. And that's basically it in a nutshell that I am really trying to deal with and put behind me. And from time to time, I share my stories. I would recite my poetry. I would try to at least, come up with some new material to recite to you guys. But feel free to comment below. Share, subscribe, do whatever. I don't know, really, this channel is for me to vent and for me to share my truths, and if my truths can help someone through what they're going through or something that they went through and didn't know how to deal with it, that's fine too. Like, my main goal is to do this for me. I'm not really trying to please you guys or really trying to look for any acceptance, because in all nationality, like, it is what it is for me. This is just to help me, because I feel as if this is something that I need to do, because it's been on my heart for a long time to just relaunch this and to get everything out in the open and to say what it is I gotta say. It was on my heart. So please, I would like you guys to just visit my like page at Isaiah Star on Facebook. It's A with a hyphen, Z, IYAH, Star, And just thumb through. You don't even have to like the page. I don't care. Just look at my work if you want. It's up to you. No big deal. You could check out my Instagram page, Reality Dreamer 7, ReaLityDreamer, the number 7. You could check that out. I have a ton of pictures on there. Follow me, don't follow me, whatever. No big deal. But thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Be you. Stay blessed.